All right. New year 2023. It's happening. So everyone's coming up with their new goals, their New Year's resolutions. You guys know how it goes. And what a better way to start it off with Jesus calling, right? Amazing devotions. And we're going to be doing one from January 4th to do a New Year type of episode. And that's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to be talking about new habits. Well, specifically a new habit that I want to share. And something that I want to do myself. So, without further ado, we're going to read this. January 4th edition of Jesus Calling. And it reads like this. I want you to learn a new habit. Try saying, I trust you, Jesus, in response to whatever happens to you. If there is time, think about who I am. In all my power and glory, ponder also the depth and breadth of my love for you. This simple practice will help you see me in every situation, acknowledging my sovereign power over the universe. When you view events from this perspective, through the light of my universal presence, fear loses its grip on you. Adverse circumstances become growth opportunities when you affirm your trust in me no matter what. You receive blessings gratefully, realizing they flow directly from my hand of grace. Your continual assertion of trust in me will strengthen our relationship and keep you close to me. Now I want to go over some things in this passage. The new habit that we just acquired for the new year, for these new seasons of our life. And then we'll go over a Bible verse that it brings us, Psalm 139, 7 through 10. But I want to start off by just going over the new habit. What the new habit is saying, I trust you, Jesus, in response to whatever happens to you. Right? The big things, the small things, in the middle of an anxiety attack, in the middle of a depression episode, trouble falling asleep at night, having a rough day at work, having a rough day at school, in the car, you name it. You feel angry at someone, perfect opportunity. When you wake up in the morning, just saying, I trust you, Jesus, right before my day even begins, whatever I'm going to face this day, whether good, bad, all of it, starting off with the simple habit of just saying, I trust you, Jesus. And I like how it starts it off. It says, try saying, I trust you, Jesus. Right? No matter how good we do with reading our Bible, praying, all that good stuff, it's all good. But it reminds us, by the first word is just try. Because even if we're good at doing a lot of things, there's a lot of times where we fall short, of course, right? There's a lot of times where situations hit us, and they hit us really hard, and it really tests us spiritually, physically, mentally. All of the daily challenges that we go through, it can really test us. There's a lot of times where we are going to be in that moment where we're not always going to feel the need to call on Him. We're not always going to feel the strong desire to just say, I trust you, Jesus. Maybe we try to take control too much, But it says to try saying it, Make it a new habit. Learn a new habit. And if there's time, think about who I am and all my power and glory. Think about who He is. Think about the depth and the breadth of His love for you. The simple practice of seeing Him in every situation, acknowledging His sovereign control over the universe, viewing events from this perspective through the light of His universal presence, fear loses its grip on you. So fear loses its grip on you. When you say that you trust in His name, Jesus, that's because He has authority and he has control over all circumstances. He is the sovereign control over the universe. So your circumstances, your situations, your heartache, he has control over that. And when you acknowledge the power and authority that he has, and that's what is in, jeez, my words, man. When you acknowledge the power that's in his name, and you say that you trust that, you're saying that you trust in his name, then fear loses its grip on you. Adverse circumstances become growth opportunities. We're all trying to grow, right? We're all trying to grow spiritually. We're all trying to grow mentally, physically. We're always looking for growth. And you've heard it before. Growth comes outside of the comfort zone. And it's very true. But it gives us greater perspective to think that adverse circumstances become growth opportunities. There's an opportunity for growth in situations that are very difficult for us. In situations that call for us to call on him to give us the strength to deal with the adverse circumstance. Adverse circumstances become growth opportunities when you affirm your trust in me no matter what. No matter what I'm going through. No matter what it is. No matter if I'm doubting. No matter if I'm having spiritual doubts, spiritual problems today. No matter what it is. I'm going to call on your name. In adverse circumstances, I'm going to affirm my trust in you no matter what. No matter what. Even if it takes me a couple minutes to fully get there. Spiritually and mentally, I'm going to do it no matter what. You receive blessings gratefully, realizing they flow directly from my hand of grace. Your continual assertion of trusting me will strengthen our relationship and keep you close to me. Now, Psalm 139, 7 through 10. And this is such a good one. I'm going to read it and I want to go through it because it's so good. Starts off, verse 7. Where can I go from your spirit? I like how it puts that. Where can I go? Like I try to find spots where I can't find you, but I can't find those spots where you're not there. Just check this out. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? You ever try to flee from God's presence? I mean, there's plenty of times where we have all tried to do that. But the thing is he's always there. Watch, check this out again. If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, if I screw up, if I stay stuck in this depression, if I stay stuck in this anxiety, if I stay stuck in sorrow or heartache, whatever it is, if I make my bed in the darkest place, which means sometimes I don't want to get out of the dark place, you are there. If I raise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, if I try to settle and go as far away from you as I can, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. The point is, he will always be there, and he's always there. Even when you flee, even when you try to run, even when you don't want him there, even when you're so stubborn that you're just like, I'm just going to stay in this dark place. I'm going to make my bed away from you. Guess what? He's still there. He's still there. And he loves you enough to not always interject without your permission, but to still hold your hand, just to be there with you. Even when you're making your bed in the dark place, not wanting to go anywhere, he's still there. He's just chilling with you, you know. All right, we're doing this. We'll pout. I mean, you know how we get. We pout. When we get in these dark places and we don't want to move, He's still there and he's just waiting for us, right? He won't interject without your permission. And then he waits until you've had enough and he still has you by the hand. And then when you say, all right, I'm ready, then he pulls you. Even if you have no strength left to give, he pulls you. I love that. I love everything about that verse. But anyway, it's a new year. I mean, we say that every new year, right? It's a new year, but I kind of like to look at these new years and stuff. I mean, I kind of like to look at life in general as I get older as seasons, right? Passing seasons. I'm going through a season of this, I'm going through a season of that. Each season is different. One is tougher than the other sometimes, but there's always growth opportunities in each season. And as the text reads, adverse circumstances become growth opportunities, right? We're always in new seasons. We're trying to gain wisdom and knowledge and lessons from each season that he puts us through. But there's a new habit to gain from this new year, from these new seasons, to take into these new seasons, right? Learning a new habit by just saying, I trust you, Jesus, and knowing that his name has all the power and all the control and nothing else matches up to that. A new powerful habit. It's not even a challenge, it's a habit. Make it a habit. Always call on him. Whatever happens to you, call on it. Call on his name. A new habit. Well, this was the New Year episode for the show. I hope you got something from that. Most importantly, a new habit. It'll be interesting to see where that takes us. It'll be interesting to see what this new year brings. These different seasons of life, they're always interesting. They always bring adversity. They always bring hardship. But most importantly, they always bring opportunity for growth. And that's the best part about it. Opportunity for growth and an opportunity to learn a new habit that'll give us a strength and someone who's always there. Someone who's always there, whether you want him there or not. Whether you think he's fallen from you, he's always there. A new habit of just saying, I trust you, Jesus. But until next time, you guys, try to use this new habit. Call on him, and I will see you soon.